Hello, hello, hello. There we go. It's always something, isn't it? I just unplugged and replugged it, and now it's what? Oh, hang on. It says that it's working for me now. Is it working for you? I'm just going to double check. Yeah, that's the correct one, I believe. Is it working? Sound now? Yeah. Sorry, it's always something. It's almost like it works beforehand, and then you go live, and I just have to unplug and replug that one bit. Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody? Are we okay? Hello. Oh wow, Lisa, bless you. Hang on. Thank you ever so much for the stars there. Thank you, my lovely. Saying everything twice. Is it working? Is it okay? Or is it funny? Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars there as well. Okay, so Sunday evening. Has everyone had a good weekend? I've had quite a good weekend. Aaron and the kids went on the iFly thing, which is like a wind tunnel, and it's like you're skydiving, but obviously you've got the person there to help you. Aaron's second time, the kids' first time, they absolutely loved it. My favourite picture, in fact, let me see if I can show you. It's because, honestly, it's the best. I mean, it's of my daughter, but she looks so happy flying. Can you see that? The smile on her face whilst flying. It's my face. It's I knew you guys can't see that properly, but she's so happy. Yeah, so that was lovely for me to see her. Well, both of them, all three of them, flying around, massive grin on their face. So yeah, I've had quite a nice weekend. I hope you guys have as well. Hello. She's gonna I'm gonna have to tell her I've shown her photo now. Yeah, I'll tell her in the morning. She's gonna, I've been on YouTube. Yes, darling, you'll be on YouTube. Oh, bless her. Right. So today is a normal live. Fingers crossed that my mystery oysters are here by Tuesday. Mary, thank you for the stars. So today we just have all of the normal oysters and the surprise bag. No mystery oysters just yet. Yes, the Lucky Dip has finished. However, I did have one person who wasn't here on Friday who did purchase a Lucky Dip. So the bag is here and it hasn't been touched because I realised after the live. So that person can do their Lucky Dip, but it's not available to purchase, and it's that one person, then the bag, I'll pop it out of the way so obviously we don't see it or anything like that. I just need to cough. I'm ever so sorry. There we go, that's better. Other than that, keep an eye out. I had a lovely chat with Sophie earlier. And Sophie basically gave the brilliant idea of an event we should do next. Now, I was going to be doing something, but Sophie's idea is amazing. So keep an eye out. By Friday, I would say it will be live. Yeah, so by Friday, keep an eye out. Supporters, you'll have something extra as well, so I'll explain all that soon. Other than that, if you would like to order, there is still space available. I think we've got 4 people on the order list so far this evening. Let me just refresh this. So if that's the case, it is a shorter order list at the moment, so if you would like to order, there won't be too long a wait at all. Yeah, okay. So, shall we get started? And we'll go from there. Have I remembered everything? Whoop whoop. Yes. Okay, so Up first today is Emma Knapp. Emma, are you here? Oh, Chantel, I completely understand. Well, thank you for joining and watching. Yeah, because it's you guys who come and watch and join in and have a little chat, and yeah, and all of that, I really, really, really do appreciate it. So thank you for coming and popping in, my lovely. I'm currently looking for Emma Knapp. Emma, are you here? Oh, Emma, you're here. Different surname to the order. Okay, my lovely, that's not a problem at all. What I'll need you to do... Oh, I've just seen, was that same email address as mine? Ah, that's perfect. Thank you then. Did you send over the photo? I've just seen that I put a question mark next to it because obviously we had that little email about sending the photo over. Did you send that over? And if so, we can add your loyalty card on. I'm just opening up the emails, Emma. I'm so sorry. I don't leave them open during the live anymore because Aaron said to me that it's constantly refreshing, and that may have been one of the reasons why I may have been running slower or something like that. So I do close, that's why I close it down during the lives now. But open it up just to grab the photos is absolutely fine. Let's have a look. Oh, bless you, Joe. Yeah, do you want me to make a folder in Facebook for them? I can do that, that's not a problem. You did, Emma. Okay. Oh, and it's a full loyalty card for Sunday's live. It's just loading, my lovely. Oh, bless you. Yeah, that's perfect. That's got the bits on there. Right, let me just book that in. So that means, Emma, you've got 1, 2, 3. Right, that's booked in. I just want to double check one of the items. Is that the item? Sorry, one of the items you've got is one of the newer items. Ah, it's got that. Okay, so I apologise. You've got 1, 4, 5 openings altogether. Sorry, with it being a new item, I thought it was the one with multiple openings, but I just wanted to double check there. You did send the card with stickers on. It's easily done. It's not a problem. But thank you for sending that the second photo there. But yeah, it's easily done. It happens. No, of course, Joe. In fact, let me make a note. What I'll probably do is I'll probably just pop all of them on the Facebook folder all at once if Facebook lets me. Sometimes it's a bit funny with how much you can upload in one go, and then that way I can upload them just as when they do to YouTube. So Facebook folder for map videos. Okie dokie. There we go. Not a problem. So yes, 4, 5 openings altogether. What 5 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Excited. Like I said, I don't know if it will let me do it all at once, so it might have to be in chunks. Just because sometimes Facebook, it's strange. Sometimes it lets you post as many times as you want. Sometimes it does sort of restrict and just hold you back. So, but I'll definitely get it sorted, even if it takes a little time to get them all on there. I'm fine, thank you, Emma. How are you? Thank you, Laura. These are like our star hoop earrings that are on the website. My ones have got a heart on them. The ones on the website have got a star on them. it's the exact same sort of design and style of earring, it's just with the different charm at the front. I'm going to pop a link in the comments, but yeah, they're like a thread through as well, so you thread it through hoop. I love them. Is it not 6 openings as you has a charm, necklace and orange and your 3 with your completed loyalty card? Give me just a second, because I thought the last one. Okay, so the last one, it doesn't have an opening. It is like a ready-made charm, because in the description, I've just went on it here, it does say no oyster opening, so it is as you see it. It's a crystal, so it's a crystal pearl with crystal fittings at the top and outlining it as well. Now, if that's not what you would want, Emma, I can sort of refund you for that item, but yeah, that one doesn't come with the oyster opening, so it's up to you. Oh, Emma, I hope you're okay. No, the charm, my lovely. So you've got the cage pendant, which has got 1 opening, the other pendant, which has got the 3 openings. So that's 1 opening for the cage pendant, 3 for the other pendant. Then you've got your loyalty card as well. The charm doesn't have any oyster openings because it is as seen in the photo, because it's with a crystal pearl, which is a slightly elongated design as well to give the shape of the charm. Does that make sense? It's only slightly, but it's not fully round, if you like. Excuse me. Happy Mother's Day, Sean, my lovely. Happy Mother's Day. In the UK, our Mother's Day is in March, and I completely forgot that it's Mother's Day elsewhere. Oh, I'm so sorry. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I completely forgot that. Oh gosh. Yes, it is the penguin one. So I'll pop. So it's like I say, it's a crystal pearl, and then it's got the feet of the penguin, which is silver, attached onto the bottom. Then it's obviously got the penguin overlay and the crystals on top of that as well. And then that's where at the top, right at the top, is where the fitting gets attached onto the charm. So it is a ready-made charm, and it is the penguin. So I hope you are happy with that, my lovely. And it doesn't come with an oyster opening. So if you are happy, that's 5 openings altogether for the other items and the loyalty card. So what 5 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Mother's Day cookout. That sounds amazing. What's that? And Mary, I hope you have an amazing time. Happy Mother's Day. Again, I'm ever so sorry. I knew it was coming up as well. I can't believe I forgot that. Ugh. But no, I hope you have an amazing afternoon or evening and day. Nope, I prefer it forward. Oh. We're going to cook burgers and hot dogs on the grill. Sounds brilliant. Well, I hope you have a lovely evening, Mary. Thank you for popping in before going. And yeah, happy Mother's Day, Elaine. Sorry, happy Mother's Day, Mary. It's because you popped Elaine there. I read the last name. Oh, right. Okay, so Emma, you are happy with that. Perfect. So 3 Nunu, 2 surprise oysters. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours you're hoping for with these ones? So that's 3 Nunu. And then 1 and 2 surprise. And donate the shells. Perfect, Emma. Oh, have you, Laura? Honestly, they are... anyone who has them as well, I've had lots and lots of reviews to say that they're really comfy. Like, I forget when, unless they obviously hit me on the cheek if I'm swinging my head, I forget that I have them in. They are so light as well, because sometimes hoop earrings can be quite heavy, can't they? So if you have ordered, that will be done, your openings will be done tonight, if you're happy to have them today. Right, let's go down for you, Emma. We'll start with your 3 Nunu oysters, then your 2 surprise oysters, which are over here. So, Nunu rainbow oyster number 1. There's one side. You're looking for blues. Okay. And the other side. And in your first oyster, I can see you are twinning. And you're twinning with dark purple pearls here. And there's no more in that one. So dark purple twins here. Now these are slightly different in themselves as well. So you've got one which is, I'll show you individually. This one is slightly visually larger of the two. And it's got like a silver and then a purple. So you can definitely see them, that two-tonalness coming through. And he's slightly visually larger. And then the smaller of the two is this gorgeous brighter purple. So, and he's visually smaller. So you've got a two-tonal larger pearl and then a slightly brighter, visually smaller pearl there. Moving on to Nunu Rainbow Oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have a blurple. Now a blurple is a mix between a blue and a purple. And there's no more in that one. So let me just hold this up for you so you can see that he's got blue and purple tones to him there. And then moving on to the last of the Nunu Rainbow Oysters. Oh, Kelly, bless you. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. Roz, you're not late. Thank you for joining us. We're on our first opening. So, your third Nunu Rainbow Oyster. We have a darker pearl there. And Emma, there's no more in that one. So, let's just Oh, have a closer look at this one as well. Oh, possibly you have an oil slick with this one here, so hopefully we'll see this. You can see lots of green with this oil slick, and then you've got flashes of the blue and the purple and silver as well. So you've got an oil slick from your third Nunu Rainbow Oyster, and I'll pop him on that side there. And then we're going to be moving on to the surprise oysters. So surprise oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in here you are quadding. Emma, you have got 4 pearls in the one oyster there. You are quadding, my lovely. Now let me just dry these up for you. And in here we have a cream, a lemon yellow, a slightly two-tonal coral, and a dark silver. So you can see a cream, a lemon yellow, a two-tonal coral, and a dark silver. And then we've still got one oyster to go. So moving on to your last oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here we have a chocolate. And there's no more in that one. Okay, let me just dry this one up for you as well. Emma, what do you think to all of these? So top row, you've got a blurple, twinning purples, one of which is slightly smaller and brighter, one of which is slightly visually larger and two-tonal with silver. You then have an oil slick. Then you've got your quadding oyster with the cream, lemon yellow, two-tonal coral and dark silver. And then you've got your chocolate at the bottom. Emma, if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. If you're not happy, we can swap them. And if you prefer to have some time to think about it, you can take a screenshot and then email me your choices over if you would like to. Let me run them through the board. Your blurple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Brighter purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The two-tonal twin purples, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're measuring the same size there. And then the oil slick is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Quadding cream is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The two-tonal coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the silver, oh, sorry, he's a runaway, is not a 5, not a 5.5, he is a 6. Last but not least, your chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Okay, so if I hold these up again for you, what do you think to these? Can you swap the yellow and the coral for 2 blurples to go on the Orion, with the bigger at the top going down in size? Let me just have a look. Yes, that's perfect. So with the Orion pendant, I would suggest it's largest to smallest, because that's the way the pendant is designed. So that's perfect. So let me just do this for you. So yellow and coral for blurples. Let's do that first. So I'd say that that's quite a nice larger blurple. So what I'm doing is I'm just looking to see, these ones here are slightly more purple than blue. Hang on. So what I'm looking to do is to try and grab them in the size that they would go down. But I've got another tub of blurples here, if you like. Right, let's take that one away. That one's more blue. And then we need to find a slightly smaller one, which may have to be slightly more on the purple side. Okay, so let me show you. Oh, what's that? There we go. So it's almost like your one at the top is slightly more towards the blue, and then as it goes down it goes slightly more towards the purple. If you have a look there, oh, can you see those colours there? What do you think to those? They are going down in size. I don't think it's showing on the, if I hold them this way, there we go, you can see the size difference that way round. So what do you think to those? And then just having a quick at the other one, I'd like to swap the two-tone twin for a deep red. Okay. What do you think to all of those, my lovely? Stunning, perfect. So I'm just going to bring you back up then so I can write that down. So we're going to have blurples on there, largest to smallest. Perfect. Emma, I hope you're happy with that then. Let me just pop these all in here for you. And again, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives as well. And thank you for the donations with your shells, Emma. So let me just pop these in here. And then on here for you. Perfect. And that's safe up there for you, my lovely. No, you're very, very welcome. Okay, and up next today is Gail Ladd. Gail, are you here? Oh, that's a good tea. How does he make such good tea? Honestly, if I went and stood in the kitchen next to him and made a tea at the exact same time, his always tastes better. Gail, hello. Now, I haven't touched the Lucky Dips, my lovely, because you do have a Lucky Dip here. I realised when I came off the live on Friday. So, like I said, I haven't touched these. They've still got the exact same ones in. So you're the last person to have a Lucky Dip, and then the bag will be I'll pop it out of sight, and it's already off the website. So these are not available, guys. These have finished. It's just as I didn't see Gail on Friday. So shall we give them a mix and dive in? Of course I can. Lindsay Curtis Leach, hello, thank you for joining in. Made with tea with love. It is indeed, Amy, definitely made with love. Right, Gail, your 2 cage pendants. I'm just opening them up. Oh, quite nice ones to end with here. Right, let's pop these on here. As you all know, and if you don't know, that's absolutely fine, but our website does every cage that came out on the Lucky Dip. We do sell individually on the website as well under the cage pendant section. Lindsay, hello. Oh, bless you, Leah. Right, let's go down so you can have a look. Gail, cage pendant number 1 is the apple cage pendant. So you can see here it is an apple. He's got his stalk and his leaf at the top. You can wear it either way round. It's the same design. Oh, just flips over. The same design on either side there. It just depends on which way you'd like the stalk to point. As you can see, it does hold 1 pearl. It sits right in the centre of the cage pendant, and you open him up by prising him open. You pop the pearl inside, and then you make sure it's clipped, there we go, closed, to close him. Obviously it is a little bit harder, just because you wouldn't want a loose cage pendant to open or anything like that. So it is, I wouldn't say stiff, but it is, you do have to make sure it clips closed there. But then that way your pearl is safe. So the apple is the first one. Happy Mother's Day, Tina. And then moving on to your second choice, Gail, and it is the unicorn cage pendant. So you can see it's the unicorn head here. The pearl in this one sits behind the unicorn head, and the colour comes out in all of the spaces in the centre there. He has a crystal for his eye, and then you've got the unicorn horn coming up. This one does have the flower cage on the back. Oh, sorry, there we go. You still can see that unicorn shape outline if you like. So I would say that this one you just wear the one, like the single way round, so this way round. So they both hold a single pearl. What do you think, Gail? Which one would you like? Oh, Ashley, I'm glad you're happy. She was the lucky lady indeed, Linda. Gail, you would like the unicorn. Perfect. Unicorn is yours. So I'm going to pop the apple back in the bag, and then we'll do your oyster opening. I'm just going to pop this bag behind here as well. There we go. Ta-da! So there you have 1 oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like, Gail? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Good evening, Kirsty. Thank you for joining us. The special bag and donate the shells. Perfect, thank you. Gail, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for with this one? So let's go down for your surprise bag here. There's one side. And the other side. Any colours? Gail, look at this. You are quadding. You have got 4 pearls in your oyster here. He will be popping indeed, Ashley. Now, Gail, let me just pop these pearls. They're lovely colours for a quadding oyster as well. Let me pop them in the sand. So we have a apple green, a watermelon, a midnight blue and a gold. What do you think to these? Apple green, watermelon, midnight blue and a gold. That's quite a bright midnight blue as well. Normally our midnight blues are really, really deep. Now it's still a deep blue, but it's a brighter blue. Does that make sense? Let me run them through the board for you, Gail. Your apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Midnight blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. I hope you're happy with those. Let me just bring you back up here as well. Can this be added onto your other order? Most likely, if it's not been dispatched or anything yet. Do you know the order number? I'm just bringing up my information. I'm looking for yes, it hasn't been dispatched yet, your other orders, so yep, they can be added together, that's not a problem. Okay, so Gail, thank you for the donations with your shells, and that's safe up there for you, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Great, perfect. Okay, and up next then today is Nicola Dyson. Nicola, are you here? Nicola, hello, and donate the shells. Perfect, thank you, Nicola. You have 3 openings altogether. Do you know what 3 oysters you would like? And we're donating the shells, that's perfect, thank you. So what 3 oysters would you like, my lovely? Oh, bless you, Cindy. Well, that can be open today. That's not a problem. the 2 light rainbow colours and so that's the Expand the Rainbow, and a Surprise Oyster as well. So 2 Expand the Rainbow, 1 Surprise, donating the shells. And is there certain colours you're hoping for? So I'm just opening these up. We're going to open up the 2 Expand the Rainbow first, and then the surprise one third. I'm fine, thank you, Helen. I hope you're well as well. So let's go down, Nicola, and expand the rainbows first. So in here, there's one side and the other side, and you are twinning with your first Expand the Rainbow oyster. You are twinning with lemon yellow twins there. Let me just dry these up for you. And they're a lighter lemon yellow, but they've still, let me pop them in the sand so you can see, got that bright sort of tone through them. It may be the one on this side is just slightly brighter than his twin, but it's not by much at all. It's just, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's just slightly. But gorgeous lemon yellow twins. Moving on to oyster number 2, which is your Expand the Rainbow oyster again here. There's one side and the other side, and in here you are twinning for a second time, Nicola, and there's no more in that one. So both your Expand the Rainbow oysters have given you twins. Your second set of twins are lighter, brighter, icy blue twins. So let me again pop them in the sun. Now they do look like they're the same size. I will measure them all at the end, as you know. So there they are in the sand. And then you've got your surprise oyster to end with. Oh, happy Mother's Day, Anne, my lovely. I hope you've had a brilliant day. So moving on to your surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side, and you are quadding. You have also got 1, 2, 3, 4 pearls in the surprise oyster, so you are quadding, and there's no more in that one. Nicola, 2 sets of twins and a quadding oyster. What do you think to all of these? Let me just finish drying that off. So we have a baby pink, a lemon yellow, a coral, and a silvery purple. Let me show you that one because it is slightly two-tonal. So he's a silver purple. You can sort of see as you go around the pearl the 2 tones of the silver and the purple there. Now, what do you think to all of these, my lovely? If you're happy with these, Nicola, I'd need to know which ones you'd like where. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you to colours of your choice. So it's completely up to you, my lovely. Lemon yellow twins, icy blue twins, and then you've got a baby pink, lemon yellow, coral, and a 2-tonal silver and purple. Lemon yellow number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Lemon yellow number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. So they're measuring the same size there. Icy blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And icy blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5 as well. Then your baby pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the two-tonal silver and purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. You'd like to keep the lemon twins and swap the icy blue twins for 2 blurples. Okay. And do you know which colours? Oh, okay, hang on. Let me just have a look for blurples the same size here. There we go. Swap the pink for a watermelon. Okie dokie. Let me hold those up. So the 2 blues and the pink I've taken out there. I've added in 2 blurples and the watermelon. Are you happy with all of those? And again, if so, which ones would you like where? Oh, coral for a bronze gold. Bronze gold or gold? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get you a gold and a chocolate bronze, and then you can let me know which one. This is my overflow of pearls. So like I said before, I've got my like little turntable with next to me, and then I have an overflow because I've got a lot of pearls. So you've got the gold, which is the lighter of the two, and then the chocolate bronze, which is this one here, which is the darker of the two. So hopefully you can see the difference there. The gold is more golden. The chocolate bronze has got that sort of chocolatey tone through him. You'd like the more golden one? Perfect. Okay, so let me just hold those up. So again, these are the 4 I was taking away, and then these are the pearls we've swapped in, and your original pearls as well. Oh, you'd like the bronze gold? Okay. Lemon on the earrings, perfect. And which one would you like on the other item? I'm just going to bring you up so I can write that down. Lemons on the earrings and blurple on the earrings. I'm confused. We've got 1 set of earrings here, and then we've got your other item as well, which holds 1 pearl. So watermelon on the charm, or did you mean a 1 blurple and 1 lemon on the earrings? I'll write down that it's watermelon on the charm. And I'm just taking away the swaps we've swapped out. Can you change them on the pair you've ordered? Okay, so with the earrings you've ordered, yes, the stud section is interchangeable. So you'd pick, for example, to have the yellows on the earrings, and then if you had the blurples put on our simple stud earrings, you could then change them. So one day you could wear the yellows with the swing part, or then one day you could change that stud bit, so change the yellows over for the blurples. To do that, it would be I'd invoice you for the extra pair of twins to go on the studs, if that makes sense, and then yes, you can change them between the two. Yes, you'd like me to do that, so I'd invoice you for a extra pair of stud earrings, and then you can change them around at home. And then you'd like the loose one on hoop fittings. Okay, so I'm going to write this all down and I'm going to read it out for you, and then just confirm for me if that's all correct, if that's okay, Nicola. Okay, so we're going to have the watermelon on the charm. I've got down that the lemon twins you'd like on the earrings. You'd like to be invoiced for the blurples to go on stud earrings, and you'd like to be invoiced for then your loose pearls, which is the lemon yellow, the two-tonal silver purple and the chocolate bronze on hoops. Okay, is that all correct? If that's have I understood everything there? Oh, thank you, Candice. So I was writing that down as I said it, so then I hopefully have got it all correct there. The silver purple one, that's part of the 3 that will be on the hoop fittings. So the watermelon on the charm, lemon twins on the earrings, blurple twins on the studs, and then the lemon, the two-tonal purple silver and the chocolate bronze on hoop fittings. So that's 3 hoop fittings. Yep, that's all correct. Perfect. The invoice for the extra items will get sent across for you tomorrow, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form. Nicola, I hope you're happy with that then. Let me pop that safely up there for you. And thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells as well. No, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. Not a problem at all. Okay, sorry, my tea's going slightly cold, so I'm just drinking it. Can you put lobster fittings on all pearls? I can. Do you mean on all of your loose pearls, Gail? So do you mean, Gail, to have none in the cage pendant and all 4 on lobster fittings? If so, just let me know and I'll pop that down on there. Up next today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Now, I definitely saw Cindy earlier, so hopefully she's still here. Correct? Okay, Gail, I'll pop all 4 on lobster fittings. Your invoice will get sent through for you tomorrow as well, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Perfect. I've got that down for you. Bronnie, hello. I hope you're well. Cindy Brown, are you here? I wonder if I can scroll up to see her comment on it. It only lets me scroll up so far though. Cindy Brown, I can see you. Hello. Oh, I'm going to comment on it. Hello. Da-da. Okay, there we go. I'm coming back. Oh, Cindy, you are here. Sorry, you must have commented when I went looking for you. Hello, my lovely. So, Cindy, you've got 2 openings altogether. Surprise oysters and donate your shells. Perfect. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1 and 2 surprise oysters. And let me get these open. So there's 1 and 2. Oh, I've got some tinsel on me there. It just keeps coming out. I try to keep Christmas alive, keeping that one little bit of tinsel, but it's falling out. Right, Cindy, let's go down. So, surprise oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in here, oh, we haven't had an autumn peach in a little while. You have an autumn peach, my lovely. Quite a nice, beautiful, brighter autumn peach here. Let me dry him up for you. And then moving on to your oyster number 2, which again is your surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here we have a darker pearl. And there's no more in that one. So you've got a lighter and a darker pearl here, Cindy. Let me just confirm what colour this one is for you. He is a dark, oh, I was going to say silvery. He's almost like a silvery chocolate purple. Hopefully you'll be able to see that there. So I think it's a base purple, but it's got this silvery chocolatey overtone to him there. What do you think to these, my lovely? Now, if you're happy with these, I'll need to know if you're happy for them to go onto the jewellery. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. It's completely up to you, my lovely. What do you think and what would you prefer to do? Can you swap for bright watermelons? Of course you can. Let me do these to the side. And then your bright watermelons. Oh, not quite. Okay, such a beautiful colour these are. It's just such a gorgeous colour. So let me just show you these. Are you happy with those there? Just going to pop these swapped ones out and I'm going to bring you back up. However, if they're not the correct shade, Cindy, let me know and we'll grab some different ones for you. They are Stella, the bright watermelons, they are. I think they're slowly moving up into my top In fact, I think it's my third favourite, the watermelons. They're fine, Cindy. Perfect. Let's pop these on here. So I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well. The extra note that you left, I'm going to email you about. So keep an eye on your emails tomorrow if that's okay. Or whenever you're free. There's no rush to get back to me, but I will be emailing you tomorrow just to discuss that quickly, okay? Which is not a problem, but yeah, just keep an eye out whenever you're ready. But I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. Thank you, Stella. What my favourites? So my favourites are the olive green, then autumn peach, and then now the watermelons. Now, when I say olive green, I mean, now we don't have these brighter olive greens, which used to come out a lot. They don't come out nowhere near as much anymore. I'm just grabbing, I've got my jewellery boxes. The travel jewellery boxes. I keep in my ones in here, and I've got one for earrings, one for pendants, and one for rings. Is this my earrings one? I do believe it is. Just because it is. Where is it? I'm going to show you the green colour. Here it is. This green is my favourite colour. Pearl. But it doesn't come out as often. It's quite rare to see this colour now. But it's just stunning. And these earrings, actually, funnily enough, are coming back in stock. I just need to update the stock on the website. So they're like this lighter olivey green. Now these earrings are actually two different shades of olive green. I chose to have these as odds on my earrings, so they're the same, but they are different, if that makes sense. So they're that gorgeous lighter, brighter green colour. I'm just gonna, oh, up here you can see it more green. There we go, that's the green. Da-da. But yeah, these earrings, that I've literally got them. I just need to update the stock on the website. They came in last week, so they'll be going on the website very soon. These are your favourites, are they, Linda? Oh, wait, the colour or the earrings? I love both. Right, let me just pop these back away, and then I will call the next person. Okay, so up next today is Laura Maloney. Laura, are you here? Love, love, love the earrings. Oh, yeah, they are back. They are back, but yeah, they'll go on the website, hopefully, fingers crossed, this week, because they're here. They're already photos and everything. I just need to update the stock, and then they'll be going in the back in stock section on the website. So what I was finding was I was updating items when they came back in stock, and then people, so you guys, you may not have realised, so we've now got a back in stock section on the website where, for example, not these earrings, the classic spiral earrings came back in stock. So they'll be in that section and in the earrings section like normal. And then that way you guys can see when things come back in, and they'll stay there for a week or so. And then they'll be moved out like normal. Okay, just I thought it might be a little bit helpful. Right, Laura, hello. Laura, you have got 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? You have 2 pairs. They are lovely earrings. They have been out for, I think, over a year now. Possibly. What do you think, Laura, my lovely? They're so elegant. They are. And it's the twist of them as well. It's a straight line, but the twist almost goes around the crystal, doesn't it? So it gives it that little bit of detail as well. Love it. Which bags have silvers or rose golds? Okay, so the surprise bag has got a mix of everything in there. So it's got all of the different types available in there, and 4 pearl oysters actually as well. Now the Expand the Rainbow bag, this is the lighter rainbow colours. I don't think you'd find silvers or rose golds in there. You'd find autumn peaches in there. This is the dark rainbow bag, so the new rainbow bag, and this one may have darker silvers in. Or you've got the naturals bag, which would have your rose golds in. So for rose gold, mystery bags are normally silver, like the lighter silvers, aren't they? But they'd be from a 4 pearl oyster as well. So I would possibly say rose gold would be in the natural bag, or the light silver and rose gold would be in the surprise bag. So I'd possibly go both surprise or normal. Does that make sense? And then also, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Surprise bag, perfect. Donate the shells. Okay, so 1 and 2. And you're hoping for rose golds or silvers. So let's get these open. 1 and 2, and let's go down. So surprise oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in here we have a darker pearl, and there's no more in that one. And your darker pearl to start with is a dark silvery purple. So he's a purple base, but he does have this slight silvery overtone to him. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Julie. And then moving on to oyster number 2, Laura. So again, this one here is a surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side. And you're quadding. Oh, we've had quite a few quads today actually, haven't we? And this one's a similar colour set to what we had earlier. So quadding, my lovely, which means you do have 4 pearls in your oyster. Just drying them up. So we have a bridal white, a lemon yellow, a coral, and a dark grape purple. I haven't, Roz. They are the mystery oysters. They have been out of stock. They've basically, what happened was they got sent. I went away for a few days and they tried to get delivered and they got sent back. And then obviously I was poorly. I fell poorly for the week, didn't I? And then I had to get them resent again, and they've been delayed, but they should be, fingers crossed, touch wood, be delivered or any time now. So yeah, they have been out of stock for a little while, but hopefully they'll be back in stock soon. Now, you've got a purpley silver, then you've got a bridal white, lemon yellow, coral, and a grape purple. What do you think to these, Laura? Again, if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which two you'd like on the jewellery. And if you're not happy and you prefer to swap them, we can definitely do that for you as well. Your purple silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Lemon yellow's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the grape purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. If you would prefer to swap for those silvers or rose golds, we can, or one of each, we could definitely do that for you. Oh, can we swap the coral and the lemon? Yes, for 2 lighter silvers, we can definitely do so. Let me just see if we've got 2 the same size for you. Oh, okay, so we do have the light dove grey kind of silvers. There isn't, I don't have many, as you can see. They've got slightly darker ones. So the 2 which I have, which are the same size, are just slightly different shades. You've got one which is, this one on this side is slightly, I mean, it's ever so slight. I don't even know if the camera's picking it up, but he is slightly darker than the other. They're the same size, but it does have that slight colour difference there. Would you be happy with that? If not, I'll grab 2 rose golds for you to have a look at as well. Oh, rose golds are down here. Do do do. That's a gold. That's not meant to be in there. There we go. Okay, sorry, I'm just finding 2 which are the same shade and size. Oh, what about that one? There we go. Okay, so if I show you these as well, you can let me know what you prefer. Okay, so I'm just patting it in so they don't roll away when I lift them up. Okay, so 2 the silvers, and they are just slightly different shades, or you've got the 2 lighter rose golds. Which ones would you prefer there, my lovely? Or if none and you prefer to go darker or lighter in any of them, I can do that as well. The silvers would be amazing. Perfect. Let me just pop the silver pot back. And taking away your coral and lemon that you swapped out. Okay, I'm just going to bring you back up here so I can write down that we're going to have the silver on there for you. Perfect. And like I said, it's honestly, if I just pop them in here, you wouldn't, I don't even think you'd be able to tell. Like the colour change is not, it's, if I hadn't have said it, you probably, unless you studied them, like just at a glance, you wouldn't be able to tell. It's only because when I look at pearls, I notice everything. Becoming quite a perfectionist in my I believe. Like Aaron was he tried to, I'll tell oh my gosh, I can't talk. Perfect, Laura. Perfect. I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives, and thank you for the donations of your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Basically, Aaron was trying out recipes, and he was trying to do like dehydrated or cooked frozen peas, if you like. No, Roz, yeah, that's right, but visually you can get as close to as possible, which is what I always try to do. But yeah, Aaron was trying out some, so you get frozen peas and then he put like this barbecue seasoning on them, and then you cook them or dehydrate them until they're just turned crispy. I mean, it's a very fine line to go over and make them almost burnt, or under and make them almost the wrong texture to eat. Like they should have a crunch when you eat them. It's very strange. Anyway, he's trying this out for the first time. And then the sound of them as he, like, they're in a little bowl and he was like cooling them down, just moving them around, and the sound of them, he was like, don't you just love that sound? I was like, yeah, of course I do. He's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, I play with pearls all day. And honestly, it was like this. Can you hear that? Maybe not as, obviously this is metal, it was more of a chromatic kind of bowl, but I was like, I play with pearls all day. Of course, how could I not love the sound of things rolling around? Does that sound really strange? Oh God. Right, so let's pop these in here. Right, up next today, hang on, I've made a mess now. Let me just pop these pearls away again. Right, let's pop this back in here as well. My little dish. Okay, sorry, up next today is Joe Holman. Joe, are you here? They look like pomegranate seeds. Yeah, those were the lighter watermelon, that colour there. So yeah, I can see where you're coming from. But yeah, we've got bright watermelon, and then this one is the light watermelon. So you can see the shades go from quite pastel to then almost the brightest. So they're all the shades in between, but that all watermelon sort of tone, which is like a pinky coral. Oh, Susan, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. And Joe, hello. Joe, you've got one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Oh, I think Joe may be the last on the order list at the moment. So if you would like to order, we can still add you on for today, but let me know so I don't end the live beforehand, if that makes sense. Mystery and donate. Oh, bless you, Joe. So at the moment, we don't have any mystery oysters available as they are out of stock. We have the surprise bag, which is very similar. In the surprise bag, we've got the light rainbow, dark rainbow, normal and 4 pearl oysters all mixed into there. Or we have the light rainbow, dark rainbow, or the normal oysters. Would you like one of those? Oh, bless you, Linda. I have days like that. I hope you get a good night's sleep tonight, my lovely. Normally, 3 p.m. in the afternoon is my, oh my gosh, I'm tired point of the day. Almost every day I have a lull around 3 p.m. And it takes a good half an hour to sort of pick myself back up again. It's very strange. Joe, light rainbow, so that's this one here. Would you like to keep, I think you said before, didn't you? You did. Donate the shells. Which one? That one. Donate the shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for, Joe? So let's go down, and in here there's one side and the other side, and in here you are twinning, and you're twinning with Autumn Peach pearls there, Joe. There's no more in that one. What do you think to Autumn Peach and your twinning? Let me dry these up for you. Now with the twins, one is slightly darker than the other, and the darker of the two is visually slightly larger of the two as well. I think you can see that there. So you've got the larger and the smaller. What do you think to these? If you're happy with these, Joe, that's perfect. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. The lighter and visually smaller of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The darker and visually larger of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. What do you think to those? Swap one for a light silver, we can indeed. Do you have a preference to which one you'd like to swap out? The darker or the lighter Autumn Peach there? And is that silver okay there for you? Oh, Tracy. I'm fine, thank you. And I hope you're okay, my lovely. Joe, you'd like to swap out the lighter of the two. So if I just hold these here, you've got the darker Autumn Peach and the lighter silver. Are you happy with those there? I'm just going to bring you back up, but just confirm for me. If that's correct there. That's perfect, perfect. Okay, so I'm popping them in here for you. Joe, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy. Oh, need staples. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Just pop these in here, and that's on there, and then that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Right, let me just refresh this. Oh. Okay, so there is no other orders that have come in, so I'm going to say that that may be the end of our order list for today. Thank you all for joining and for watching and everything. We'll be back again on Tuesday evening, start the live on Tuesday from around 8 p.m. Keep an eye out on the website. Like I said, hopefully we'll be launching our new event by Friday. Ooh. And supporters, you'll be getting notifications tomorrow, so keep an eye out as well. I hope you'll have a brilliant Monday morning. Yeah, have a brilliant week, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.